This is the book of 1 Samuel, chapter 16 and verse 11. And it says, And Samuel said unto Jesse, Are here all thy children? And he said, There remaineth yet the youngest. And behold, he keepeth the sheep. And Samuel said unto Jesse, Fetch him, for we will not sit until he come hither. And he sent and brought him in. Now he was ruddy, and withal of a beautiful countenance and goodly to look to. And he said, Arise and anoint him, for this is he. And Samuel took the horn of oil and anointed him in the midst of his brethren, and the Spirit of the Lord came upon David from that day forward. So Samuel rose up and went to Ramah. First off, I want to give all honor, all glory, and all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakak Wadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone GMS, rule well. Peace and blessings to the sacred elect, beginning with the 144,000 who were chosen from the foundation of the earth and from the beginning, and to all you Akim preaching this word to the four corners of the earth. I pray that peace and mercy is bestowed upon you and all those that believe. This is the brother Halal coming at you with another episode. And you know, the elder Malcolm told us to do a response to this movie that's going to come out very soon on Prime Video called The House of David. And once again, you know, in this trailer, they get the appearance and a depiction of the Lord's people in a false image, in a false manner. So we're going to let this video play, and Lord will, this lesson is edifying. And by the way, this is all fair use. This is all fair use being used for purposes such as edification or teaching.
Can one stone change the course of history?
Cowards! Send me your champion! Goliath!
Can one act of defiance create the legend? I will tell you the story of David, a simple shepherd boy.
Why do my brothers get to fight? And I'm stuck here.
David, you are not a man of blood.
An outcast who became one of the most famous kings who ever lived.
God does not see what man sees.
He sees into the heart. And you have the heart of a lion.
The Philistines have assembled.
I'm not going to let the whole, video play, fully. But as you can see, in the trailer, it shows you the events of King David, him gathering up the courage to fight Goliath and whatnot, and him being anointed by Samuel. And as you can see, Samuel is an old, white man with a white beard. But when you read these scriptures and it tells you about what the Israelites look like, you will come to find out that these people do not truly fit the description of the Israelites. So let's start this off by going to, we can start this off in the book of Exodus. And then I'll pull up some images for a better description. But this is the book of Exodus chapter 2 and verse 16. And it says, Now the priest of Midian had 7 daughters, and they came and drew water and filled the troughs, and filled the troughs to water their father's flock. And the shepherds came and drove them away, but Moses stood up and helped them and watered the flock. So this is going over the events in Egypt about how, Moses rescued these girls away from these shepherds so they can water their flocks. Verse 18, And when they came to Reuel, their father, he said, How is it that ye have come so soon today? And they said, An Egyptian delivered us out of the hand of the shepherds and drew water enough for us and watered the flock. So they referred to Moses as an Egyptian, but Moses was from the tribe of Levi. So how come they confused Moses with being an Egyptian? Or when you simply go to Google and type in and here you have it right here. You know, I typed in Israelites in Egyptian captivity. Matter of fact, I'll type in paintings, because they whitewash some of these images. But as you can see, when you look up, Hebrew slaves in Egypt, they show you paintings of what? Dark-skinned people. This one is the famous one right here. These are the Egyptians. As you can see, you got the Israelites over here with the afros. And, you got the Egyptians with that infamous headdress that they wear on their heads. But as you can see, this right here shows you the true depiction of the Lord's people. But yet, in these movies, they have the Israelites being played by white people and Arabs. No so-called black people in those movies, even though we are the children, the actual children of Israel. The second scripture I'm going to get, the book of Job, chapter 30 and verse 30. And although, Job lived in the land of Uz, he was not an Edomite. He was an Israelite man. Job chapter 30 and verse 30, it says, my skin is black upon me. It's like my skin is black upon me, and my bones are burned with heat. So this right here is the scripture where Job describes his skin as being black. Job had dark skin, and so did many of the other Israelites before they got carried away into captivity. And after they mixed and had children with the heathen whose lands they were in, that's when you started to notice that difference. Then you had the Gentiles, the strangers who were scattered among the heathen nations, the Hellenists, the Cappadocians, the book of the Corinthians, Galatia, and so forth. But before we got, mixed among these nations, the majority of the children of Israel had that dark skin, dark melanated skin for the most part. The next scripture, let's go to the book of Psalms of Solomon, chapter 5 and Songs of Solomon, chapter 1 and verse 5. And it says, I am black but calmly, O ye daughters of Jerusalem, as the tents of Kedar, as the curtains of Solomon. And the word calmly, going into that word, into the definition, the word calmly means beautiful, seemly, so King Solomon, just like King David. That's why the scripture we just read said that King David was ruddy with a beautiful countenance. And when you look up pictures of ruddy animals, it shows you what animals with a reddish brown texture. So this right here is literally telling you what the Israelites look like. But yet in all these movies, they depict them as Arabs or so-called white people. I am black but calmly, O ye daughters of Jerusalem, as the tents of Kedar, as the curtains of Solomon. Look not upon me because I am black, because the sun have looked upon me. Right, what happens when, when brown skin or light skinned people get in the sun? The light skinned people turn darker, they turn brown skin, and people that are medium brown, they turn darker than they were before they walked in the sun. Look not upon me because I am black, because the sun have looked upon me. My mother's children were angry with me. They made me the keeper of the vineyards, but my own vineyard have I not kept. So I'm going to end this off. I want to make this lesson too long. I'll end this off with the book of Lamentations, chapter 4, in verse 8. And it says, their visage, the word visage means appearance. Their visage is blacker than the coal. They are not known in the streets. Their skin cleaveth to their bones. It is withered. It is become like a stick. That's going into the appearance of the children of Israel. It said that their appearance, meaning that when you looked upon them, their physical appearance in their skin was what? Blacker than the coal. So these movies, You know, they're lying to all you people's faces, man. They're not depicting the true appearance and image of the people of God. Otherwise, they would have more, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans who are the true children of Israel in these roles. So I hope this lesson was edifying, and I want to give all honor, glory, and praises to Yahweh, Ba'Shem Yahushai, Ba'Shem Kakwadash, Kwam Yasha Allah, Abba Babal, and I will see you all on the next lesson.